Well, I feel sorry for LeBron to put up this type of season, these type of numbers, and then we're probably not going to be even in the play-in game.
JJ Redick announced a couple days ago that LeBron James is done.
Yeah.
But there's a reason they went from second best record in the sport to under 500.
But sometimes as a man, you have to make decisions based on your well-being, right? And I made that decision based on me and my own happiness.
Something feels strange around the Lakers right now, and the quiet from certain franchise legends is somehow making everything even louder. Because whenever Magic Johnson suddenly starts posting about culture, leadership, and doing things the right way right after another round of LeBron headlines takes over, fans instantly start trying to connect the dots. That's exactly what happened this week, and now the entire basketball world is wondering if Magic was simply speaking in general terms or sending a message about what the Lakers have turned into during this era. The timing is what really made people pay attention. The Lakers were already dealing with major conversations surrounding LeBron James, questions about leadership, off-season tension, roster plans, and growing speculation about where the organization could be headed next. Then Magic Johnson stepped into the mix with comments that many fans immediately viewed as carrying extra meaning. He never mentioned LeBron directly, and he didn't call anybody out by name. But that almost made the message hit even harder, because when someone with Magic Johnson's history with the Lakers starts talking about culture, sacrifice, and team identity, people know there is usually more behind it than just some random social media post.
Talk about we haters on here because we have an opinion on what this man has done. In our last podcast, where we talked about if the Lakers won this series against Houston, you know, how would that change the narrative of LeBron James? I said, I don't think it changes it, but you got to give him a lot of credit because...
And this isn't happening out of nowhere. Over the last several years, the Lakers have been caught between two different timelines. One side is the LeBron James championship window, where every move revolves around maximizing the remaining years of an all-time great who is still performing at a high level late in his career. The other side is focused on the franchise's future and what comes next. What happens when LeBron eventually moves on? Who becomes the new face of the organization? And will the Lakers continue operating the way they traditionally did before superstar influence changed so much around the NBA? That tension has been visible for quite some time, but lately it feels more intense. The reactions involving LeBron have become more emotional, more symbolic, and tied to much bigger conversations about the organization itself. Every mysterious Instagram post turns into a major headline. Every report about unhappiness grabs attention. Every rumor about roster frustrations or disagreements over direction gets pushed even further because people are no longer only talking about basketball. They're talking about power inside one of the most famous franchises in all of sports.
It needs to be LeBron's last season because I don't want to see an uncommitted LeBron James. LeBron James starting off this season with a phantom injury, I believe. I don't want to see an uncommitted LeBron James, and I don't want to see a sorry LeBron James. I was born in '90. So my first real memory of Michael Jordan in real time, live time, was Wizards Mike.
Magic Johnson understands that better than almost anybody alive. He doesn't just represent Lakers history, he represents the standard that fans use when comparing every era: Showtime basketball, accountability inside the organization, superstar talent mixed with structure and stability. So when Magic says something that even slightly hints at concern regarding culture, fans quickly link it to the current situation surrounding LeBron and where the franchise is heading. Here's the part that isn't getting enough attention. The debate over Lakers culture is really a debate about control. Who actually defines the organization today? Is it still ownership and the front office? Or has the team fully shifted into the superstar-driven style that many modern NBA franchises have embraced? Because every time tension surfaces around LeBron, whether it involves roster building, coaching decisions, or subtle messages online, the discussion always comes back to one big question. How much influence should one player have over the identity of a franchise that existed long before he arrived? That's why Magic's words landed differently for so many people. This wasn't just some retired player tossing out basic basketball advice. This is a man who helped build the Lakers brand itself. When Magic talks about culture, fans hear legacy. They hear expectations. They hear the belief that wearing a Lakers jersey is supposed to represent something bigger than individual priorities. And whether that was Magic's intention or not, it naturally creates a comparison whenever another wave of LeBron drama starts trending across social media. What's really interesting is that Magic has publicly supported LeBron many times before. He has called him a Lakers legend. He has defended his greatness and recognized everything LeBron accomplished by bringing a championship to Los Angeles in 2020. Even many Lakers fans who were skeptical at first eventually accepted that winning a title secured his place in franchise history. That part isn't really up for debate anymore. But that's why these latest comments sparked so much chatter, because when somebody who has praised LeBron repeatedly suddenly starts talking about culture and identity, at a moment when tensions and questions are already hanging over the franchise, fans can't help but wonder if there is something deeper going on behind the scenes. And that's exactly why people have been talking non-stop about what Magic really meant. The debate now centers around whether the Lakers' identity during the LeBron era truly matches what this franchise has traditionally stood for. And this is where things start heating up, because once fans begin questioning culture, the conversation moves way beyond wins and losses. People start looking at leadership, accountability, effort, chemistry, and the long-term direction of the team. Suddenly, every move gets viewed through a different lens. If LeBron shares something mysterious online, fans immediately wonder if he's frustrated with the organization. If Magic posts about sacrifice, standards, or doing things the right way, many assume he's talking about the growing influence of superstar players. The whole atmosphere becomes packed with theories and interpretations instead of clear statements. The last few years have only made those feelings stronger. Coaching changes, major roster shakeups, inconsistent playoff results, injuries, and non-stop media chatter have kept the pressure high. Some decisions paid off, while others clearly missed the mark. And because LeBron is one of the biggest names the game has ever seen, almost every decision gets connected back to him, whether that's fair or not. When the Lakers win, people praise his leadership and impact. But when things go sideways, critics quickly question whether the franchise gave up too much structure while trying to maximize his championship window. That's why Magic's message landed right in the middle of an already emotional situation, and it's a big reason why fans reacted so strongly. To be fair, LeBron's side of this conversation deserves attention too. Despite all the criticism and endless headlines, he continues to perform at an incredibly high level deep into his career. Some fans have even compared this version of LeBron to Magic Johnson during the later stages of his own career, less focused on pure athleticism and more focused on basketball IQ, controlling the pace, and setting up teammates. Several Lakers supporters have even said this version of LeBron resembles a modern version of Magic when it comes to running the offense and making everybody around him better. That comparison alone shows just how complicated this whole discussion really is. There is also another important layer to all of this. The Lakers are preparing for a future that many expect will eventually revolve around Luka Doncic once LeBron decides to step away. Magic himself has publicly mentioned that LeBron's professionalism and experience could help Luka's growth in a positive way. That comment added another twist to an already fascinating situation. Now you've got overlapping eras, overlapping legacies, and major questions about leadership all happening at the same time. That's what makes Magic's comments feel so powerful to many fans. They arrived at a moment when the franchise is trying to balance respect for everything LeBron has accomplished, while also getting ready for whatever comes next. And this is where things can get messy. Once conversations about culture spill out into public discussions, they rarely stay contained. Fans start picking sides. Former players quietly offer their opinions. Media personalities turn every quote into a hidden message and every social media post into a breaking story. Before long, the organization can appear divided from the outside, even if things behind the scenes are actually stable. That's the danger with mysterious messages in today's NBA world. Silence gets treated like a strategy, and vague comments suddenly get viewed as personal shots, even when there may be no direct target at all. A huge reason this debate keeps getting stronger is because of nostalgia. Lakers fans remember different eras in different ways depending on when they first fell in love with the team. For some, it's Showtime. For others, it's the Kobe and Shaq years. And now, another generation connects the Lakers with the LeBron era, making the discussion around identity even more emotional and more complicated than ever. Some fans grew up watching Magic Johnson and the Showtime era, others were raised on Kobe Bryant and his relentless mindset. And another generation entered during the LeBron era, seeing him as the superstar who brought the Lakers back into the spotlight and helped deliver a championship. Every generation has its own view of what Lakers culture really means, which is why no single era will ever completely satisfy every corner of the fan base. But expectations in Los Angeles have never been ordinary. One championship doesn't make the pressure disappear. If anything, it raises the standard even higher. That's why every playoff loss gets magnified. That's why every weakness on the roster becomes a national talking point. And that's why a single message from Magic Johnson can send shockwaves through the basketball world and have fans buzzing nonstop. The truth is probably more complicated than either side wants to admit. LeBron has undeniably helped elevate the Lakers, while the organization adjusted around his championship timeline. At the same time, Magic has always valued the traditional identity that many fans associate with the franchise, while also understanding how today's superstar-driven NBA works. Both ideas can exist at the same time, but the modern media game doesn't always have patience for that kind of balance. Instead, controversy grabs attention, and emotional reactions spread fast. People aren't only responding to one mysterious message. They're reacting to years of built-up questions and lingering tension over what the Lakers have become compared to what many fans believe they should represent. That's why every little comment suddenly feels bigger than it might actually be. And when the LeBron era eventually comes to an end, those questions won't disappear. In fact, they may become impossible to avoid, because right now, the Lakers are caught between two identities, and Magic Johnson's latest comments reminded everybody that this debate is still alive and far from settled. The battle over what the Lakers should look like moving forward is still wide open, and fans across the league are watching closely to see which direction the franchise chooses next. And that's where things get even more interesting, because the next chapter could end up defining the Lakers for the next decade. The decisions being made right now aren't just about next season or even the next playoff run. They're about protecting the image and identity of one of the biggest brands in sports. Inside the fan base, there is no shortage of opinions. Some believe the organization should continue building around veteran stars and chase one more title while LeBron is still playing at an elite level. Others think it's time to fully embrace the future and begin shaping the team around younger talent and long-term stability. That split in thinking has created plenty of heated discussions among Lakers supporters. Meanwhile, every move made by the front office is being examined under a microscope. Whether it's coaching decisions, player development, or potential roster changes, fans and analysts are looking for clues about what direction the franchise truly wants to take. One move can spark excitement, while another can immediately trigger questions about priorities and vision. Former Lakers players and franchise legends have also remained part of the conversation. Their opinions carry weight because they helped build the history that fans are so protective of. That's why even simple comments can create a wave of reactions and send social media into detective mode. People start searching for hidden meanings and trying to figure out who might be sending messages to whom. But here's the wild part. None of these questions may have immediate answers. The Lakers could still find success with their current stars while preparing for the future at the same time. That's what makes this situation so fascinating. The franchise is trying to balance legacy, expectations, and the pressure to stay competitive in a league that changes fast. And until the picture becomes clearer, every headline, every quote, and every social media post is going to keep fans talking and keep the drama surrounding the Lakers alive. No matter which side fans are on, one thing is clear: the conversation surrounding the Lakers isn't slowing down anytime soon. As long as LeBron James remains one of the biggest stars in basketball and franchise legends like Magic Johnson continue to speak out, every comment and every decision will keep generating massive attention. Maybe Magic's message was simply a general thought. Maybe fans are reading too much into the timing. Or maybe there really are bigger questions being asked about leadership, culture, and the future direction of the organization. That's what has everybody talking. And until the Lakers reveal what their next chapter truly looks like, the speculation isn't going anywhere. One thing nobody can deny is that the stakes are huge. The Lakers are one of the most iconic franchises in sports, and every era gets judged against the legends that came before it. That's why emotions run high, debates get intense, and every headline turns into a major story. But what do you think? Was Magic Johnson sending a message, or are fans connecting dots that were never meant to be connected? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this debate has the whole basketball world buzzing. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with other basketball fans so they can join the conversation too. It really helps the channel grow and keeps more NBA content coming your way. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.